Hi guys, here's a quick video on how to import the Tileset 1 and bonus wall set and make use of them. So you'll see here it's a free add to account, free product. You can click this button, it will download the GMZ file, or you can do it all through Gamemaker here. So I'm using 1.4. I'm going to create a new project and it's called this testing import. So I'm going to go to the marketplace and I'm going to log in first through the account. Nope. Okay. And once you're logged in, you can now go to the marketplace and find any of the products that you've bought. So I've already added this to the account as far as I know, so I'm just going to go to was it Tileset 1. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to add to the project. Import all. Okay, so as you can see, this is the grass one. We've got the rocks, ice, lava, desert, some grey tiles, and a little bonus wall set. So how to use these? You create your example room here. As you can see, I've created one already, and you want to go into your tiles and choose whichever tile set you want. So you got your rocks, your ice, and you can just click on each one, start to place them down. Oh, a little glitch there, try and undo that later. Okay, a little bit of a bug with Gamemaker, no doubt, is probably what one of the issues has been in the past. I'm just going to uncheck delete underlying. Tell you what, let's just make a new room. Okay, so we've got a new room here. We've got the tiles, and choose, let's see, the grass set. I'm going to change this to 16 by 16 and zoom in. I'm just going to turn off the tiles, grid even, and I'm just using control to click. You can just click and drag, choose whichever ones you want, break them up with some flowers, and if you get something appearing in here, you maybe want the shadow ones for it. I'm going to do 2 of these, and so on. You can use this one again to finish this corner off. Okay, so I'm going to add some, let's see, some rocks. Learn about this. And again, there's the variations. I'll keep delete underlying on, and I think that worked. Yeah, I'll just do a couple of these. It's better just to drag them in. Clicking doesn't always seem to work. Okay, we've got a few variations there. So let's say I want to make the wall tiles. I'm just going to add a layer above this. So its depth is going to be lower than this, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to take away one of these zeros, and I'm going to get the wall set. There's a few of these bottom ones. few right ones. Oh, let's drag. It's better to drag from the side. We need a corner one. And because I've got delete underlying on, I don't have to worry about it overlapping. Get a couple of top ones here. There's a few variations. A little corner one, a different top one, and a few different side ones. You can pretty much mix them up. And you can finish off the corners here. Something to that effect. Okay, maybe want to add some sand. So I can use shift and it just draws them out. Bear in mind I'm still working on the same layer as this, so I'm going to hold down shift and control and right click to get rid of these. I want to go back to this layer. This is kind of my ground layer. Okay, and use the sand. Shift will let me draw like paint. I've got a few variations I can plop in here. I'll just drag them up. Oh, just delete. Just drag them in. Some trees. And you can add in something like this here. Not all the variations are in this, so you might have to take some of these and Photoshop them up. It's quite easy. You can expand the pack manually by going into Open an Explorer. Going into your, let's see, assets, backgrounds, images. So from here you can make a copy. So I'm just going to open this. You can open with Paint, Photoshop, or GIMP. It's quite easy to make variations. I'm just going to change the canvas size to 64 and move everything to the left. That gives me an extra column. So I've got a grid I want to put on. Say 16. There we go, I've got an extra column there. So I know I need a variation of one of these tiles. And what I need is this to go to pencil, choose this color. I need 0. These all to be darker. And it's up to 4 away from the end, so up to here. Something like that, and then choose this one. I can fill. Let's change the tolerance down. No anti-aliasing. Contiguous on. For these bits. Okay, so I've got a corner that goes round that way, and I'm going to need kind of the opposite of this. So take another copy. Goes from here. Anything darker, this one, these guys. start to fill these in. Oops, just isolate that off. Let's do it by pen. You can just shift click from the end. And there. Okay, so it's got the right side, top side, that side, and we need a bottom one. But then we'd need other ones to round the other side. But let's go for now. Let's just make another sand with just some little grassy bits in it. Go for a slightly different green here and do something like this. Okay, so I'm just going to save this as, save it to my desktop. There's a desert extended. And if I go back into Gamemaker and Tileset Desert, I can load in the new background. And you can see it's got these extra tiles. So hopefully it doesn't affect the room too much. And if I go back to the tiles, choose desert, I've now got these extra ones, which are pretty useful. I can drag in some of these little grassy ones. Use this shadow here, shadow there, and obviously I need ones that round this way as well, so I don't want to just copy and mirror stuff. Another way I can do it is to, again, canvas size, add 16, so that's 80, shift everything to the left, so that just makes sure that I've got my spaces on the right instead of in the middle. And copy this one, so I need both corners at the top and the top one. Another quick way I can do this is to use layer of black. Let's see, so I've got 4 from the top there. Yeah, that's how that works. So 4 from the top and 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4 in. 4 from the top, 4 in, and 4 from the top, 4 in. Fill this with solid black, and then I change the opacity down. I think it's 40, maybe 30. I can just do a quick check on what these values are. If I bring up info, I can see that that is 178151, and so is that. So got these values right. This is 178.16380. Okay, so that's how I basically did these shadows. With that being its own layer, I'll get more control of things. So I'm just going to go to the eraser, change it to pencil, make it as small as it can go. So it depends on the brush type. We've got small, and just erase some of these away to make the curve. And for this one can stay the same. So I've extended it again, so I'm going to save it as the desktop. I don't want to overwrite the actual game file just in case it doesn't update right. So just check that out. Go back to the desert, load a background, and there we go, it's automatically made these new ones. Back to room 1, and I can go back to the backgrounds, choose this guy. Oh, yeah, that's not what I meant to do. No background, tiles, sorry, tiles. Although that was quite funky. Choose this one, and I can round off the top and do these bits. Let's say I want this tile to be completely dark, then I'm going to need that variation, so completely in shadow. Again, I'll go to my canvas size. Let's start to go down the way this time, just to show you can do that. So 16 plus 48 is, what's that, 64. push everything up so the gap comes to the bottom. Just close that. Copy our main tile. And do a few copies here. So now that I've got the shadows in the one layer, all I have to do is choose, let's just choose this one, the whole thing, and fill that with jet black. And because the layer's got opacity, it acts as a shadow over this one. Which, so I would treat this as my master file, because it's got this layer which Gamemaker won't use. In the day, I'm just turning everything into a single image at the end of the day. Now that I've got these four, I want to add some new stuff. So I'm going to add maybe some like palm tree type thing, what do you call it? This kind of thing. Just a bit of foliage. I want to use a darker colour. I'm just playing with the opacity here to get a different shade. And then to do the fake shadow on this layer, I'll just choose jet black and change my opacity to 30% so I'm consistent with the way that I'm doing the layers. And I'm just putting a little ground shadow under this. And I can put a few little bits in the actual plant itself. Okay, maybe we want some exotic plant. So put this back to 100. I'm going to choose some crazy red petals and just start draw it in as best as possible, just where you think it might be or might not be, maybe not too much. Let's do a nice bright blue center on that for it to look quite vivid. We've got some exotic plants, so again, pure black, 30%, draw in the shadow, and more tall, so it'll go a bit further, it's a bit taller, and a few little shadowy bits here as well. So we've got room for two more variations. I'm going to add, what's in sand? Maybe one of these like goat skulls. So I'll go 100%, let's use pure white, do a little skull thing with the horns. That should do it. A little bit of a dark colour, half opacity. And then jet black and press 3 should give me 30% opacity. I'll just draw in the shadow. And now it's like a little skeleton thing. I'll just add a little eye in there and there. And just one at the end. Okay. Let's see what else can I add. Maybe. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Maybe just some weeds. It's always typical that when you're recording something that all hell breaks loose outside. Good for special effects. So just some little weed thing here. And again, pure black, 30%. And just drawing kind of shadow. Alright, so that's extra variations. And save as, change to PNG, work on my desktop. I'm not going to overwrite it, only in the desktop. Then I'll reload it, just so that Gamemaker knows what it's doing with it. So I'll go back round, and now I've got these ones. Back into the room one. And choose your tiles, choose your tile set, and I've got the solid shadow. I can drag in all these variations now. I use shift and draw out some normal sand, So zoom out there. Right. What this shadow could be of, I've yet to draw. So could be a UFO, who knows. So I'm putting some little splashes of water, some rocks, and some new things, some weeds, and some of these vegetation plants, and a crazy exotic plant here and there. And that's pretty much it. So you can easily make variations however you like. I'll upload this expanded pack very soon. Any questions, please email me before you make any review issues. Don't give a bad star rating just because you've got a problem. Email me first. I'm very quick at responding to emails as opposed to responding to negative reviews. So thanks very much for watching, and please tune into my RR Freelance Asset Store page where you can find a whole bunch of stuff. I've been making some things free, and lately I've made this pack, which is all pre-rendered 3D models, and this is all free as well, for a limited time only whilst I'm building up the pack, so you're getting early access for free. So check that out as well. Thanks again for watching, and bye.